What's up? Hey, what's going on with you guys? Thank you for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Cleveland. So we are back inside of the living room with the 75-gallon saltwater aquarium right here. So this is going to be our first cleaning. So let's just assume that you guys have been up to speed. You are starting your first saltwater aquarium. You are at this stage right now where you need to finally do a cleaning and you're like, I don't really know what to do. I need some help. Here I am. Let's go ahead and get this thing clean. It's gonna be quick. I'll probably take out about 7.5 gallons, 10%. And the diamond gobies that we purchased just recently have been doing an excellent job with cleaning up all of this sand. So I was on the fence about removing it, but you know what? It'll come back. So I think I will remove all of that. Let's go ahead and, there we go. All right, so that's the best we could get. So check it out. So look at all that. So that's the diatom algae right there. And then this white area, obviously, is what they've been doing. They've been working at it, huh? Doing their thing. But you know what? I want to help them out a little bit. I'll clean this sand. I want to blow some of the debris off of all of these rocks. They're looking a little dirty, a little brown, a little dusty. Take care of that. Make sure that's looking real good like it's supposed to look. So let's go ahead and get that started. Quick, easy. Let's do it. Yeah, so first thing I got to do is I got to cut off this light, remove this canopy top. Then I'll reposition the light because we need to be able to see to get in the aquarium. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Hopefully we could try to avoid. Yeah, you're the ball. That's right. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Move this light. Okay. So let's get some light back up here so we can see what's really going on. All right. Okay, so now I have my trash can because I'm going to do some gravel vacuuming. First thing I want to do is cut off the filter, unplug the filter. That way it's not blowing any of the debris that I'm trying to actually have rest on the bottom of the sand. Got that unplugged. And then let's do this other one too. All right, so now that I have them both unplugged, the first thing I always like to do, this right here, you use this to feed corals. It's just like a little baster. I like this one because you could screw it. So this little ball right here, the little rubber little ball, don't come off, and usually they will. So I like this one. I've had it for some years. Look at that. Look at that. It's purple up under there, all that brown. So that's why I want to turn off, that's why I recommend turning off all the pumps first. So when you're blowing this, it has a chance to settle on the ground. Once all of that debris settles on the ground, we're going to siphon it out. We only want to get 7.5 gallons. So we're going to try to make sure that 7.5 gallons count. We don't want it to be pulling out water and, you know, we don't want to be pulling out a ton of water. Just what we need to. 10% as well as much of this debris as we could get. Revamping this thing, that's amazing. Look at that. It's all purple again. So this is new tank syndrome. You know, like I said, I've said it before, most aquariums will go through this when you first set up your first saltwater aquarium. Any new aquarium, you're going to go through it. You know what I mean? Ratio probably 90% of the time. So I just want to say that just so you could be aware that this could happen. And it's not really a big deal. As you can see, it's coming off so easy. It's like nothing. It's just blowing right off. Look at that. I mean, that's just insane. And it's so satisfying to see all of that getting blown out of your rocks, and you know you're going to pull it out. So for me, it's satisfying. Man, Forgot the rocks were purple. I thought it was going to stay like that. But so this is like, in reality, this thing has been set up now. Yeah, for a couple weeks. I said it already. For a couple weeks. I mean, this isn't that bad. We still haven't had any casualties with the fish. All right, so I'm also blowing off the detritus off of the intakes as much wherever I can. If there's any of this brown algae, detritus, it's really not brown, it's not detritus, brown algae, I'm blowing it off. And that's what I plan on doing until it balances itself out. We got the red macroalgae back there in the refugium. You could probably show them now. It says to keep the lights on it about 12 to 14 hours a day. So I definitely plan on doing that. I'll keep you updated on that as well. Look at that, quick. Man, it's gonna look so good when it's done being clean, because I forgot that diatom algae really did a number on our corals. Really turned them all brown. Yeah. So even though when we do it this way, y'all, we kind of fast track the cycling process, the aquarium will still go through a cycle. And the reason why is because when you start up your aquarium and we do it the way we did it, we get the live rock, live sand, we buy our salt water, we start adding fish. So regardless of us buying it and already having beneficial bacteria already colonized in the sand and on the live rock, you're still not going to have enough beneficial bacteria to maintain the bad bacteria that the fish will produce. You know, it's not going to be able to facilitate the nitrogen cycle because it's not enough beneficial bacteria yet established in the aquarium. Now, it takes time. This is going to give you at least, let's use numbers. Let's just say you start off and you do it the other way. You do it the way that I didn't recommend. Carter, stop it. You do it the way that I did not recommend. You don't start off with the live rock. You don't start off with the live sand. You don't start off with buying your water. You start off making your water, base rock, practically sterile. You need 100% of beneficial bacteria in order for your fish to be able to stay healthy. Now, when you do it the way I said, again, use the numbers. Let's just say you increase the odds to, let's just say 75% or even 70%. So now you have 70% bacteria, even if it was 50%, you have 50% bacteria, good bacteria. And now you only have to get another 50 for your fish to be able to have, for your aquarium to be stable and for it to be to the way that you want it to be, where it's constantly running the way we like it to run. So by me doing it the way I did it, I was able to add in all the fish that I added in already. And again, I would not recommend doing it this way, adding in all these fish, if you did it the other way. If you do it the way I'm telling you to do it, you could do it. Same thing, it's no tricks. I'm doing it in front of you all. Best possibility, I think, best odds, best chances doing it this way. That makes sense? Okay. Carter, what you doing? Huh? All right, so let me go ahead and, there we go. Last few little rocks. And then we're going to start siphoning out all of this crap. Yeah? Pop is all in the mix. All right. Okay, so now we wait. Let's just say we'll wait about 10 minutes. Let all this stuff settle, or as much of it settle as possible. And then we'll go in there and start vacuuming out the sand. Because that way, if I'm not constantly going back behind myself, if you start going in there siphoning out the sand early, which you can, best believe you're going to be going back over yourself over and over again, because as the debris starts settling, it's going to settle back over a spot you just hit already. So just give yourself a little bit of a time frame to allow as much of it to settle as possible. and then you could go in and get out as much as you possibly can. So we'll be right back with you. All right, so I'm going to be a little impatient. It doesn't seem like any of the debris is going to the bottom, maybe because the fish are swimming around so much, but it's staying suspended in the water column, and I don't like that, and I don't want to wait on that. So let's go ahead and do what we can. Try not to disturb any of the debris. And then also you could kink the hose to slow down the flow. Let's go ahead and do our thing now. Satisfying. And if you start seeing that you have too much sand coming out, just back up off of it a little bit. Just go ahead and hover over the sand. See how too much sand coming out? So just go ahead and back up off. And then it just drops down. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and get all of this out. It's pretty easy with a smaller aquarium. You might think a 75 is not small. It's definitely small to me, but so the smaller you get, the faster and easier this is. But also, the faster the water come out, and it's still a challenge. Smaller aquariums are a lot of times, especially when it comes to salt water, smaller aquariums can make things a little bit more difficult. It's not easier. A lot of times it's harder. It's too easy for the parameters to fluctuate when it's a smaller aquarium. It's a lot easier to keep them manageable and under control when it's a bigger aquarium. Look at that, almost done already. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Quick work of that. So that's why I wasn't really concerned about the diatom algae too much, because it's, especially when it's manageable like that, don't let it get out of control. And I've given you some tips on how you could manage it without getting your hands wet, just by you buying some cleanup crew. Yep. All that in there. I'm backing up off of it. I'm squeezing line all at the same time. So it's a few things you got to do at the same time. You can't just, just put the siphon in there and just start sucking up sand. Otherwise, you're going to get so much water out of your tank. And then also, you got to make sure you're not sucking up too much sand. So that's why I say you're crimping the hose. You're backing off every chance you get whenever you get too much sand in the line. All of that. And of course, this is to the people that don't really know how to do this. Not the OGs. Where's the lionfish? Way over there. Good. Worried about the lionfish because, as you know, lionfish are venomous. So you don't want your lionfish feeling like he has to defend itself. Give you a nice little poke. From what I hear, it doesn't feel good. So I don't need to experience that firsthand. All right, let's get to the lionfish side. Look at all that debris. Yeah. But look at that side. Looks so much better already. All right, so I'll come over here. We're gonna get this side, and this siphon is the best right here. So it has a nice little pump. So you pump the line, and that's how you get your water. That's how you get the water going. Hey. I'm coming over here trying to give my finger a little nip.
You see the lionfish right there, though?
Yeah, I see him down there. I don't even think I have to get down there.
There's some more on the right.
Yeah, I see all that. Right? Yep. Yeah, I'm getting all that. Getting this right here in the front first. Look at all that. Oh, snap. Too much sand. Back up off of it. All right. Back at it. So, yeah, in a minute, We're gonna.
Get out of my closet, Papa.
Does he still have the net? He does have both nets. He has the green one,
Yeah.
and he has the other one.
Ain't
Okay.
no slippers in it.
So Carter's playing around with the nets. Great. Okay.
Don't drag it on the floor.
All right. So now let's get in the back.
Okay, now be careful.
You see him? And besides, I just wanted to know where he was at. I'm not really concerned like about going around him. He's kind of far, moves kind of slow, and he's very tiny.
He's so cute.
All right. Yep, just like that. All right. Looking like that's it. Now, so now what I'm doing, I'm just going back over any of the areas where I thought I still needed to get some of that debris. But I feel like I did pretty good.
You did. You did really good.
All right, thank you, babe. Now get in there one time. There we go. Okay, so it don't have to be absolutely perfect. I mean, you're gonna have your cleanup crew doing their job as well, so don't get too hung up on it, especially when you don't want to pull out too many gallons. I don't know where I'm at as far as pulling out gallons. It don't seem like a lot yet. So what I will do is I will go ahead and stop here and wipe down the glass, see if that will require me to siphon the sand a little bit more, and then we're gonna fill it back up, and that's it. Look at that. Sand back white. Yep. Sand is back white. So I know one of the main things that you might be noticing is that it's exactly like freshwater. It is. I need a towel. I need a towel. This thing is perfect. It's crunchy. All right. That is definitely not 10 gallons. Or 7.5. Carter, no, back up. So now let's go ahead and wipe down everything. And then I'll use this one. So if you have one of these little magnet glass tank or aquarium scrubbers, make sure you get the one with the get the one that float. Don't get the one that will sink. You're gonna be mad. But the one that float, that's legit. Oh, that's right. I did come prepared. Yeah, that's what I need. There we go. So here we go. Got this net. All right. So I was going to use that other net, that other scrubber, but this one is going to be so much faster. And I don't even have to worry about losing the scrubber, getting all the way down here. Look at that. Look at that.
Leave that here.
Yeah. This is going to be quick. Really good example of Carter, stop it. All right.
Don't even think.
And I could probably get in the back of the glass too. Here we go. Get the back of the tank as well. Why not? You know what? I'm not going to mess with the back of the tank because I do have fish that like to graze on algae. So I let it build up just a little bit. Uh-huh. All right. So yeah, quick. Right, babe?
Quick work.
Quick work. All right.
It looks better already.
Good.
Like mine is cloudy. You see the fish?
All right. So now I'm gonna have to go ahead and start putting some more water back in here. So Carter, stop it. Stop it. Stop it right now. There we go. Thank you.
No, okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and do it the right way. So it's 5. Now this is pre-made. It's not pre-made. This is ocean water. So this is what you get when you buy your salt water. Just, I guess you can say it's pre-made if you want to say it's pre-made. But when you buy your salt water from the fish store, that's how it comes. It's this much easier, you know, when you buy it. Like I said, if you have a smaller aquarium, I'd probably just buy it. I wouldn't even sit there and buy a RODI water filtration system or anything like that. I would just literally I would just go buy my water, because you only got to do a water change twice a month. If you have a 20-gallon, something like that, you're only doing 10%, maybe 20% every 2 weeks. It's not bad at all. You could definitely go and just buy the water instead. All right, so that's about 7.5. Let's see what it's looking like. Now, I don't want the water to have a crazy flow. It shouldn't though. All right, let's see what that flow is looking like. Taking its sweet time.
Right.
There we go. Come on. There we go. All right. It's a fair flow. It's not crazy. Yeah, it's not crazy at all. So I'll let that sit like that, and just add water as needed. That's pretty much it. Yeah, looking good. The rock's looking good. Yeah.
Do you want to go open the door for Harley real quick?
Where's she at?
In the bedroom.
In the bedroom?
Or Pop.
Really? She was barking in the bedroom with Pop like that? Come on, Harley. You're welcome. All right, so I'll pour some more water in here. I guess from us getting all the fish, definitely needed a little bit more water anyway. So instead of me doing the 7.5 gallons, I'll do the 10 gallons. It makes sense because I've poured out water the last couple of days just for me adding fish in and things like that, so it makes sense. So that should be enough though. 10 gallons. I'll do another.
That's fast too, look.
I know. I'll do another cleaning on the aquarium in another couple of weeks. So then I'll probably do another 7.5. 10 gallons. That's seven. That's about like $8. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Especially for a saltwater aquarium. So you're looking at about $16 a month, maybe $20 a month to keep your 20-gallon saltwater aquarium healthy, clean, up to par. It's not bad. I'm gonna start plugging back in things to see where we are. All right, so I'm gonna leave that light. I'm gonna plug this one in the back real quick. Plug this one in. All right. So now let's go ahead and plug everything back in. We have this filling back up. In a minute, it's about to start flowing again.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and plug in this filter right here, the FX6. Just like that. It's a going. Now, all I have to do is just move this out the way, put the canopy top back, let this thing clear up, and show you what it's looking like. So it was easy though, right? I mean, it wasn't, what you think? It was easy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just,
it actually really
fast. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I want to encourage when I'm talking about getting started with these saltwater aquariums. Like, it's really not as bad as a lot of people make it seem. And I'm not going to be one of those people that's going to make it seem worse than what it is, because I want y'all to get into the hobby.
And you have step-by-step, like,
yeah.
guides that they can refer to.
Exactly. Just like this one. You could follow along with just this video right here and see how you clean your saltwater aquarium. It's that easy. Thank you, babe. All right, and there we go. Back like we never left. All I gotta do now, like I said before, I'm going to let this thing clear up, and then I'll be back. I'm not gonna probably be back, but let it clear up and I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, we are completely done. It is cleared up as much as it can and will for tonight. The detritus or the diatom algae did start settling and is already back prevalent into the tank. If you look, it's still looking like it's just accumulating everywhere. So that is part of the problem with the diatom algae. It's like it's a losing battle, but eventually it will clear up naturally, and when it does, the aquarium is going to look absolutely stunning. But just wanted to update you, just wanted to take you along, just wanted to clean this aquarium with you. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down in the comment section. If this is your first time here, you enjoyed the content, do something for me. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll know every time I upload. And everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like the video. I'm about to catch you in the next video. Peace.